Hey everybody, it's time for a thought of the day video. Oftentimes on these videos I will share thoughts about what I'm reading, resources that I love to recommend, or those kind of things. And today it's probably advantageous to do a video about my own upcoming book that is showing up. It's called Asking Better Questions of the Bible. It's being published by NavPress. Asking Better Questions of the Bible, a guide for the wounded, the wary, and the longing for more. So there you go. There's the cover. I don't have a physical copy in my hands yet, but that's the cover art for it. I'm excited to be able to feel a physical copy in my hands when that shows up on my doorstep. But just an opportunity to talk about what we're doing right now and what so I'm in the promotional marketing phase for the book. And in a lot of ways, I'm fine with this phase. In other ways, the phase is a challenge because we're just surrounded by consumerism, and the last thing we need is one more commercial and salesperson trying to sell us something. The last thing we need is one more Christian voice trying to build a platform. And so I just like to acknowledge that. Like, my kind of marketing is just like honest, authentic vulnerability. I'm not going to try to make a smooth commercial. I'm just simply going to try to tell you, just share my heart. So we're in a phase where we're trying to basically promote the book and get pre-orders. Pre-orders, particularly as they pertain to Amazon. And I know a lot of you prefer to buy your books elsewhere, and I totally get that. And I encourage you to do so. But the metric that kind of drives the industry, fortunately or unfortunately, is the Amazon metric. And so the more pre-orders we get on Amazon, the more that Amazon itself knows what to promote, and that actually drives a lot of other online algorithms too. So we're trying to drive Amazon pre-orders, just because that helps Amazon know who to recommend the book to. You know how when you go to buy a book, it will also say, you might also enjoy this book, or other people have viewed this book. And so the more interaction we get on that, the better. I have this incredible launch team. There's like 107 people that are on a team that are helping me talk about the book, build excitement about the book, share the book on Facebook. I hope that I'm not this big annoying social media presence where every time you log on, you have to see like 5 images of the cover of my book. But a lot of people are out there trying to help me spread the word. So you may have bumped into that a couple times from me and from others. But that's the spot that we're in with the book. And just so you guys know, sometimes there's some interesting or weird understandings about authors and how they make money. The book industry today is not really driven by royalties like it used to. So I'm not trying to like promote the book so that I can make more money. Like, that's not really how it works. The contracts that are made today, at least my contract and what I'm told about other contracts, I've made my money up, I've made all that money as an advance to write the book. Unless my book does super, super, super well, I probably won't be seeing a whole bunch of royalty money. So that's not what we're trying to do. We're not trying to promote this book to raise more money from me. Here's what my hope is. My hope is that the book will do well enough that publishers will say, will you write more books? Because if the things that we're doing through Bema, if the things that we're doing through Impact, if the things that I contribute to the world are helpful tools for others, I want to spread those. I want to spread those tools to other people. I want to keep talking in ways that are helpful. I want to keep adding a helpful voice. And I'm not the only voice that matters. I am one of thousands and thousands of voices that matter in a larger conversation. But I am one voice. And as long as that voice is helpful for some, I want to keep tossing that voice into the middle of the room. And writing books and sharing resources is one of the ways that we can do that. I love to give my life to the work of helping the Bible come to life, helping us fall further in love with Jesus, giving us better readings of the Bible, like all the things. And if I can do that for more people in ways that are helpful for them. Some people prefer books, some people prefer YouTube videos, some people prefer podcasts, some people prefer TikTok, like whatever kind of ways that we can get content out there to help people find Jesus and appreciate the Bible, I'm in on that. And I want to do my part while I'm here on this earth to do that. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. This isn't like, let's go make a bunch of money, let's sell a bunch of copies. This is, let's create tools and content that's helpful and get it in the hands of people that it will help, and hopefully be able to create more stuff. So that's what we're doing. The book is, again, Asking Better Questions of the Bible, a guide for the wounded, weary, and longing for more. It is basically a walkthrough of a guide, a toolbox is how we describe it in the book. Like, we're trying to give people a toolbox full of new tools when they go to read the Bible, questions to ask, things to be aware of, tools that will help us, that will lead to a better reading of the Bible, because how we read the Bible matters. Asking questions matters. Doubts and deconstruction aren't something we have to be afraid of. It's actually a sign of vitality and life. Like, doubt is a work of faithfulness, not faithlessness. And I think we're having a hard time making those connections. And so this book tries to say, yes, your questions, your doubts, they can lead us to a more full experience of reading the Bible and getting to know Jesus. It can be more vibrant. It can be more robust. It can be more, I want a spiritual life full of vitality and vibrancy and abundance. And we're not going to get there just with static, belief statements and knowing our doctrinal, theology handbooks front and back. We're going to get there by leaning into the Bible, getting to know Jesus, living in dynamic relationship and dynamic tension with all these things. And so that's what this book is designed to do, because we don't want to do that apart from the Bible. We want to do that with the Bible. We don't want to do that apart from Jesus. We want to do that with Jesus. And so this book is designed to basically help that process. It's got a chapter for basically every genre in the biblical library. So there's a chapter on Torah. There's a chapter on history. There's a chapter on the prophets. There's a chapter on wisdom literature and the Gospels and Paul's letters. And there's a chapter on apocalyptic literature. And there's a chapter on what do you do with all of it. And there's a chapter on, it's not on deconstruction, but really what you think about when you think about, how do I build something new? Maybe it's a chapter on reconstruction. I don't know. We don't really use the terms in that chapter, but it's a chapter on what do you do with all of this? What do you do with the things that you used to be, like you were used to and you were familiar with, and some of it works, but some of it doesn't anymore. And what do you do with that? And what do you do with new things that you learn? What do you do with new tools? How do you utilize all that? And then a closing word that I'm very much passionate about at the end of the book. So that's what it is. And I'm sure I'll probably talk about it some more. I'm sure there will be a podcast episode on it when the book comes out. It is set to release on February 7th, 2023. So you can pre-order your book now. Remember, that's the thing we're trying to do right now. We're trying to get pre-orders to drive all the things that happen online to appease the internet gods. Probably not a great funny joke, but you get the idea. We're trying to drive that. And so you can do that at martysolomon.com/books. I'll put that link in the description. And there will be, I'm sure you'll hear from me. I'm going to pop into your social media feed, once a week or so. That's my goal. Once to twice a week to do some promotional stuff and share some links and, whatever it is that we're doing for the week. So thought I'd make a video for my Thought of the Day video this month and let you know that is out and available for pre-order. That is coming on February 7th. And I'm excited. Hopefully it's been the whole experience has been weird. It's weird now. It's weird today when I get a link about somebody that's done a review for this upcoming release, and you get to watch people that you don't even know talk about a book that you've written. It's unbelievably vulnerable. And my insecurities come through like you wouldn't believe. But it's just been a wild experience. So, yeah, anyway, there you go. Those are my thoughts. My thought of the day. My thought of the day really isn't a thought. My thought is sharing my upcoming book. So yeah, if you have any questions, you can feel free to drop them in the comments or whatever. If you don't need another book and you're just annoyed with somebody trying to sell you one more book, then just pass on by. You're not going to offend me one little bit. But if you know anybody, if you're somebody who this tool is going to be a great resource for, then share it, enjoy it when it comes out, and hopefully we'll be able to keep learning from this and keep making more things that are useful, more tools, more content that's useful for people to love Jesus and lean into the scriptures. So that's the goal. Okay. Thanks, everybody. I just enjoy that so many of you care and read and watch and listen, and you bless me. So thanks for being an inspiration to me and encouragement to me. And we'll look forward to wherever we go in the next video. Talk to you then.